And for Onic, there's only like 2
Oh,
players
guys.
who build Radiant Armor anyway, so I think we're gonna be covering
Game
this well.
ketiga ya
We're
guys
going
ya,
to game
match
number 3
point
here for
bagi
this
kedua
match.
tim.
It's been an interesting match so far.
Siapakah yang akan
Yes.
memenangkan
I
pertandingan
know
di
you agree.
match
We might
kali
see
ini ya
Onic
guys ya,
go a little crazy this time around, or less crazy this time around.
antara Twis melawan Onic PH dan Kelra dengan Moskovnya guys. Kelra dengan Moskovnya, Krik dengan lapu-lapu, King Kong dengan Lancelotnya ya guys ya, Super Freeze dengan Parsa, Brusco dengan Hylos. Ini hero dari Onic PH guys. Cuman dari Onic PH ngeri-ngeri loh hero-nya loh. Wah, gue yakin menang ini coy. Gue yakin menang sih. Terus dari Twis ada Arlot dengan Lansu, Sensui, Akai, Sion Kimi, Caloy, siapa guys? Gatot, Harid, Nosia Harid ya guys. Gue yakin menang.
Twisted Minds are on a time machine. They have to sort of build up a good momentum with the Harriet, taking this to the mid game, and then utilizing this crazy combo from the Akai and Arlo to just deathball the hell out of this game.
Yeah, this game is not as free as game number 2 for the Kimi, just because
Oke, kita saksikan ya guys ya.
exists.
Kelra dengan Moskovnya jangan pernah diremehin guys.
So, Sean's gonna have
Kelra
to
dengan
dip and dog
Moskovnya
out
jangan
a lot of
pernah
people.
diremehin ya guys ya.
Everything there. The
Ouch.
stun from Super Prince, setting up the Thor Drones by King Kong. Sakai will be able to regen, and he should still be healthy though.
He's a panda. He can take it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pandas are very resilient.
We are. We very much are.
There you go. Straight from the panda's mouth.
Yeah, thank you so much, Poe.
You're welcome.
So-
Okay. They're gonna give the Kimi level 4 through the EXP lane.
All right, and they're gonna be ready for the turtle fight, so that's good.
Yeah.
Oke, turtle kali ini.
He wants to use the heavy spin as Kirk and King Kong are taunted by Kaloy. Brusco fights Sensui though, already forced to revitalize. Revitalize not popped off just yet by Kaloy. That could
Aye,
become
King Kong.
the X Factor. Look at shot.
Ow.
Way too close to Super Prince and Brusco. He doesn't care. Let's go with the final slash to start things off. First blood goes to Twisted. Turtle will go to Twisted as well. Wait, no. They're slowing things down. They're waiting for it.
Wah.
SOD hits the turtle in the tail.
Ya,
Somebody
kalau
called it.
santai
I
guys.
think Nausea called the SOD. They stopped hitting the turtle for a second. They knew there was a possible steal from Kelra, but look at Nausea.
Hati-hati
The
Kelra.
confidence on this guy, bro.
Kelra is a bit too busy not dying to nausea at this point. And we're seeing that big advantage you guys mentioned. When you do get that first turtle, especially if you're on side Twisted.
This is natural for Twisted Minds though. They have a stronger early game. Again, we saw how great the Arlet and Akai combo was. I'm just not so sure about how Onic played that turtle fight. They chased the Akai, and when Sean was out of position, Super Prince held on to the Fitted Strike.
Yeah.
So the moment he landed the first strike on Sean, he was able to flicker out. But there was a moment there when the Kimi was stunned for like a whole second, but there was nothing from the side of Onic. It was quiet.
Yeah, it was just Super Prince who got the stun off on him. The other members were too close to the bottom side of the turtle pit, closer to the mid shrubs.
Aduh, dikit lagi.
But Super
Aduh.
Prince put in the work to try and take
Aduh.
Sean down under tower, but just not enough. SOD!
Astaga.
Sean!
Dikit lagi guys.
And then SOD would come out and he just walked past it.
Dude, I'm pretty sure.
Wah,
Nausea was
gawat,
something
nice.
So this is big
Ente
red
guys,
plays
ente guys.
over and over again,
Yeah.
apparently for
Yeah.
Twisted.
It's the Nausea synergy, bro.
Nausea wasn't close enough to see it, but he probably just told Sean, hey man, watch out for this SOD.
Yeah, so
He yelled, "Incoming!"
Goldnya masih
Who's
unggul
recalling, and he
Twis
stopped
1000 ya
it,
guys ya.
moved for a bit, and then
Aduh, hati-hati
didn't
Kelra.
get sniped by
Ada Akai, ada
Kelra.
Akai.
Twisted again. Good momentum in the early game, but they have to keep this going. They have to make sure that this second turtle, they're able to like transition out of it for the next objective.
And the transition is going to be into Brusco this time. Look at that. They're just going hard on this one. And Sensui, they're very aware of the advantage they have. Top lane, though, different story. Lansui is stepping and diving on 2 people.
Arrownya
So
dikit
it's not,
banget
he
guys.
doesn't mind. He doesn't have enough
Hajar,
damage here. Though.
hajar.
Slash, Lansu's still
Aduh.
alive. King Kong.
Mundur aja King Kong. Aduh.
Lansu flickered back. This might be dangerous for him, but Kirk
Wah.
doesn't have an ultimate to finish him off. Meanwhile, the turtle with
Crazy.
Twisted Minds will be able to take the turtle.
Aduh,
Once
free
again,
turtle
no
lagi, guys.
problem.
Yeah, dude, he probably thought the last was there.
Aduh.
Under the turret, in mid, Super Friends able to wings by wings on out.
That's too much, man. Twisted Minds is really blowing my mind right now.
Yeah, this is getting weird and awkward for Onic Philippines. Now that they've lost 2 turtles, the snowball wouldn't be there. Their way towards late game is gonna be a hard road. They have to stall Twisted Minds, but I'm pretty sure they're starting to gear up. Now that the shields are down, they can start pushing.
2 team fights. If Twisted Minds wins Turtle 3, Lord 1, you can count that as pretty much done if Onic doesn't get any favorable trades. I said it at the top of the game, man. If one of these teams lost Turtle 1, something went terribly wrong. King Kong, too dangerous there. If Kaloy got that unbreakable stun on him.
He was charging it, but the dash was enough to make sure the distance was there and the gap was not closed for Kaloy to reach the Lancelot. But then again, you see Twisted now they're moving around as 4 members. Kelra being very, very safe with his positioning, but he doesn't know Sensui's here.
It's gonna be so vindicating for Sensui if he wins this series.
Oh yeah.
With Twisted against Onic, his
100%.
former org. This would be massive. People are asking, where's MLBB? Why bring Sensui in? Sensui was asking himself, why bring this guy in? Referring to himself.
Yeah.
Why me?
The 2 face of Twisted, the utility king and then MP the king.
That's true.
There you go.
I mean, they brought that up in interviews last season. Like, that's why they're in the same team.
Yeah.
Sensui, though, way too forward, but he doesn't mind. He's a panda that can get out of there.
Guys.
You see a big sandwich play, though, as there's the glorious Prate Brusco from behind. It looks like the members of Twisted Minds are going to get countered.
Haritnya coy.
Heavy spin.
Astaga.
Enough nausea. Zoning out Super Frizz. Almost taking down. He still found him. Under tower. He committed the flicker. Synchro Fission and the basic attack.
Dude, let me just say, Twisted
Wah, perfect turtle
Minds,
dong.
they have a way of shutting down the monster mage.
It's crazy. The sprint is out.
Dude, this is... It's been a long time since I've seen Super Prince play
Krik, hati-hati Krik.
Exactly. Final slash shot gonna land onto the Zaman Force. They're fighting. King Kong trying to
Kong,
survive.
hati-hati. Mundur aja guys.
Fighting into a feather dash strike. Gets tossed out. Kaloy uses the AOG.
Kena, hajar.
S-O-D. And that is 2 down for Twisted.
Hajar.
So we will be able to help
Nice guys.
on out of there.
That could have been so much worse for Twisted Minds.
Nice guys.
Luckily, they do have a bit of an advantage. They're able to just get out by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been so much worse, but it's still a disaster for Twisted Minds. Now, Onic, they pull ahead. They shut down the goal lead that Twisted has. Twisted Minds
dikit
has
lagi.
it. Prince now,
Masih bisa. Wah, langsung babat habis.
On their hands, they steal the purple buff, and now the map is back to Onic.
It's crazy, man. That could have been a wipeout. That could have been so much worse. But you know what? You're absolutely right. Onic, looking like they played it to a T here.
Yeah, the SOD was very crucial. Even though Lansu landed a nice final slash, the damage wasn't there to
Itu kenapa rasanya sih guys, kerat semua.
Maybe the targeting was
Terus
off.
bam!
And the SOD, the first hit,
Itu
hit 3 heroes.
tombaknya itu
Already
kena 3
blocking the
hero ya
spear
guys.
puissance from Kelra, and then he just delivered the finishing blow to take down Nausea.
Yeah, it's also crazy that the Super Prince was able to go back into that sequence. That was coming from off of the fact that he almost fell to Nausea in the mid. He was forced to flicker on out of there. The Super Prince says, wait for me guys, I'll still be able to join you. The feathered airstrike was perfect to set up for the SOD for Kelra. And now Onic have more room to maneuver with and a better chance that they might just completely sweep the rug from underneath Twisted Minds' feet in this game number 3.
That was actually a perfect time to also just cast that feathered airstrike because all their dashes are already on cooldown.
Yes.
No one could actually reach Super Prince there, so that was beautiful coming in from Onic. And now they have a bit of a lead here. Let's see how they use it.
They saw King Kong. He crossed over to Lanzo. They know King Kong's on bot side. So if they block up this Lancelot, they can just rush his Lord. But they have to be careful of the SOD though.
Yeah, King Kong's gonna be close enough. It looks like the angle is good for him. Chloe already uses the Unbreakable. That should be a good sign that the Lancelot should be able to go in. Lancelot good angle. Okay, that's gonna land from the King. Nausea already throws south. The Zaman Force Feather Dash strikes inside. Because his heavy spin was too disruptive.
Hajar Kelra.
Gets it, but here comes
Hajar Kelra.
Nice. Stun from Kirk.
SOD.
Sean is able to flick around, but Kelra is gonna be able to
Nice.
him off.
Hajar Hajar hajar. Mokan dia, mampus lu. Mampus lu.
And that's another kill. 3 down on the side of Twisted.
Wah bro, jangan kasih Moskov Kelra bro. Sumpah. Jangan kasih Kelra Moskov bro.
Majority of this game, Onic are now in control.
Hey, Mr. Carlto, you called it earlier. We're gonna see a lot of like crazy plays here, and we saw a lot of crazy plays.
Wow,
from
Onic
Kelra
unggul guys,
before
Onic
when
unggul guys,
he's
meskipun
on
lawannya dapat
the
lot ya
Moscow,
guys ya.
and he's doing it again. Twisted Minds, even though they were ahead in the early game, now
Santai, santai, santai
you
lagi,
are
santai
under
lagi, santai
the
lagi.
mercy. You are at the mercy of the Kelra Moscow.
They are in control right now. Even King Kong even catching up there on the landslide. He was given a hard time here since Sui definitely controlling most of the objectives. So we'll see that on the replay here. And yeah, he was very disruptive, like you mentioned, but the follow-up was just no way
guys.
for Twisted that controlled
Dan dia
this.
langsung belok ke Kiminya loh, ngincer Kiminya loh, gak ngincer Akai sama Arlot yang lebih sekarat ya guys ya. Dia tetap ngincer Kiminya loh. Gokil.
The enemy team has used everything on the Lord. No heavy spin, no Zaman Force. Brusco used the glorious pathway on top of the Zaman Force, so Nosha had to go back. Essentially, Twisted Minds had nothing in that team fight.
Yeah, once that heavy spin was committed, and even though Twisted Minds got the Lord, it seems like at one point you saw that Onic decided we can give this up, it's fine.
Yeah.
The call was probably to just go on the heroes instead. The interplay between Kirk and Kelra, because Kirk was relatively alone there when Kelra was relatively alone until Kirk showed up, dropped the Land Shaker to start the string of kills that Kelra eventually got.
Yeah, this is the mark of a very good team. They know when to give up Lord and then just force fights. Especially in this scenario where Onic is actually stronger in terms of team fights because of the fact that they see spells being used and then capitalizing on the fact that Kelra is now farmed up.
Sensui, he is in a perfect angle to go for a gank. Kirk decides to dash into the shrub and they find Sensui. They're not going to commit it. Phantom Execution, they're not gonna chase after the Sakai.
Oh, hey, I like that Twisted is still trying to really fight back despite the non-stop streak that we've seen from Onic so far. So they do see if maybe someone gets picked off here, we can still have a bit of a good fight.
Yeah.
That's
santai.
not removed from Twisted. I
Dropnya
like
masih
what we're
20 detik
seeing,
lagi,
but
guys.
definitely Onic do have more control still.
It's a big challenge here for Twisted Minds though. They have to deal with the
Oke,
Moscow.
Malefican dari Kelra, habis ini buat apa Kelra ya?
Of them catching out Kelra in a team fight. It's the heavy spin or the surprise final slash from Lansu. Considering the fact that there's no purify from Kelra,
That's right.
the jump would be very, very important. It can't be Kaloy.
Hati-hati
It takes a while
guys.
for a Gato to charge up any crowd control.
No one has Purify on Onic. I love that you brought that up right now.
And it looks like Onic Philippines are playing around very well with the idea of the final slash on the
Oh,
other
dia
side.
nge-push kali ini guys ya.
Gank angle,
Ini ke
super
pressure
fast
ini
attack,
guys,
Twist
ini
Minds
guys.
no.
Wah, lihat atas bro. Lihat atas. Mereka harus mundur,
Kelra is split pushing up top.
Kelra balik. Bukas kah? Wah, ini enaknya Moskow di situ gila. Enggak, bukan. Hati-hati Kelra.
It's the same sequence that happened
Enaknya
earlier.
Moskow
Give
di
up
situ
Lord
guys.
pressure elsewhere.
Bakal
SOD
bingung
Kelra.
mereka.
Again with the Moscow
Santai
play.
guys ya.
Lord in the middle lane. Kirk jumps in.
And that's going to be a throw and roll. It's committed. Lansu misses the stun.
Aduh, King Kong.
But Lansu
King
predicting
Kong.
the final slash
Aduh.
to make sure King Kong gets down. Preemptive. That
Oh,
was,
santai.
and that was perfectly
Hajar
timed
Kelra.
by Lansu.
Big brain plays, but it will not be enough.
Mundur aja
King
Kelra.
Kong, nice try there, going straight inside the base here.
Yeah.
Of Twisted.
He thought the Kimmy didn't have the flicker. Sean was able to save himself. But even then, Twisted Minds. King Kong died. There's nothing to take on the map. Onic is just gonna back off, and you could still go back to the idea that Kelra's just getting, massive and massive as the game goes on longer.
Oke, Rose Gold ya guys ya,
Word
Kelra ya
definitely
guys ya.
is going to be 0 at least for that Lord, because now it is going to be Twisted still on the push.
Lansu.
Hati-hati. Oh!
Perfectly timed by Twisted
Lihat Kelra guys.
It's one gone, but that is huge.
Itu ulti Arlot Kelra juga flicker loh, jadi gak kena loh.
Is now on Twisted's side.
Gokil.
Yeah, that's worth. Because they're probably gonna have flicker again on Lansu for the next Lord. But the mere fact that they took down this Hylos means the Moscow could not get out. So they will have the opportunity to
Santai guys.
Make an opening here, remove some of these towers, make it easier to wave or manage
Lord,
those minion
70
waves
detik
for
lagi
the
ya, guys
next
ya.
Lord.
1 menitan Lord guys.
this series is culminating in such an exciting way. King Kong gets spotted out. Heavy spin is not going to be able to pin down King Kong. Traction force gets thrown out. Here comes Kirk. He's going to be able to commit into this. CC Immune, Raging Slash committed already. Line Shaker, he's not going to toss it.
Yeah, King Kong though, pushing in the middle lane. They're pushing Twisted back.
Does he know? He doesn't. He doesn't.
No.
Alright.
Okay, we go to a reset.
Oke.
Yeah, Twisted Minds lose their...
Kelra bakal main bawah kayaknya guys.
Onic and King Kong are going to be playing the map, and I like how you see how Kirk and Super Prince are actually playing around the bottom side of the river to help out King Kong's rotation back towards the center.
They're just making sure that the opposite lane is controlled bit by bit here, but Twisted, they still are probably going to be able to get a small advantage on that long lane, considering the fact that Kelra starts from the mid.
Yeah.
He's still going to go back though, but it might give Twisted Mind some opening. Especially with the art of having that trigger again in 20 seconds time.
Yeah. Onic usually very good at the late game map control here, but it feels like Twisted also just knows how to make sure the waves are managed, that we can be ready for the next Lord fight, and that's exactly what's happening right here.
Twisted Minds are going to start things off here. They don't have the vision just yet on King Kong. They're forcing a reaction from the members of Onic.
Siapa yang dapat King Kong di sana? Gak ada yang tahu King Kong. Aduh.
Wins the retribution battle. The stun, the immobilizer, the heavy spin. AOG as well.
Kelra masuk.
Hajar.
Wah sumpah.
That's a kill onto Kaloy. Advantage
Teriak kayaknya GG guys.
To go for the chase, but King Kong takes a lot of damage. And Twisted Minds' Lord will push out in the mid, but yet again they cannot go with it as much as they want to.
Yeah.
It's deja vu.
Now Twisted, yeah, it is a deja vu, but this time they are prepared. You saw Lantu when he saw the SLP, he was just standing there waiting for Kelra to pop out. That's why Onic sort of hesitated in terms of taking a team fight.
Untungnya si Onic berhasil habis Lord berhasil nge-kill ya guys.
Was a final slash
lawannya 2 atau 1, coba dapet target tadi.
Could take down the Moscow at that time. So now they're sort of addressing
Santai
this jump coming out from Onic. They have an answer, but is it gonna be enough?
Wah sakit banget gila. Aduh King Kong. Enggak, akhirnya muka juga. Kelra. Aduh. Mundur gak sih? Guys?
Twisted are doing it! 3 down on the side of Onic, but Kelra and Super Prince remain.
They're gonna run on mid. Kelra
mau lanjut.
There is a minion wave on bottom, but will it be?
Enggak, balik.
He has to go back and defend this. Onic through the monster mage and through the god of the gold lane. Can they defend against the plot twist that no one expected? Sensui.
Defend masih bisa.
Super Prince clears out the minion.
Masih bisa.
Kelra with a double
Aduh.
stun, but he finally gets taken out.
Masih bisa guys.
Twist just yet.
Nice Kelra, nice.
And beautiful effort from Super Prince and Kelra to clear those minion waves.
King Kong.
Nosha, Kaloy, and Lansu. Can they finally end it here? Bruce with the glorious pathway. Kirk trying to clear the minion wave.
King Kong kenapa maju ya?
Final slash to potentially give more time for Twisted Minds to finally finish it
Enggak
off.
bisa sih. Bisa guys.
Brusco holding on.
Enggak, masih bisa.
No minion waves again just yet. Super Prince will be back.
Oke, Kelra hidup lagi ya. Super Prince juga hidup. Aman.
Buying time for Onic PH one by one.
Bottom side of the map.
Feather there striking that minion wave.
Oke, aman guys. Tahan aja, please tahan aja guys.
Find the angle for the heavy spin. Kelra's back here. Enough damage. Twisted need to back off because they cannot end it just yet. Welcome to MPL Philippines.
Every week we get a game like this.
Insane.
Oh my
That
God.
was insanity.
At this point, I cannot even say I've seen everything because every time we see something like this, amazing stuff coming out from Twisted Minds. It started off with Lansu's final slash, literally walked right in front of Kelra, so the Moscow was not able to free hit. And now we go back to a reset Lord fight between these two teams.
I love that. That's peak Pinoy resilience from Onic. Right there.
Moscow though on the long lane. They have the advantage.
Bruce of counter attraction pulse. This is bad. Brusco's gonna get caught off, and the air strike is not gonna be enough to cover him. But Brusco eventually gets taken out. King Kong finds Nosha. Thorn throws Nosha, dodges it. Nosha still alive. He uses
Masuk, masuk. Oke, masuk Moskov, masuk Moskov, Kelra masuk. Aduh. Aduh, Kelra. Enggak, guys. Aduh, minion bawah gak hancur ya. Turret ya. Oh, gak aman.
Breaking the game of Onic, Philippines, Kelra. This Moskov, the long lane factor, yes. There is a Moskov on the long lane, but they just have to send somebody back. If VSODs, there's always that final slash coming up from Lansu. No flicker on Kelra.
20 minutes in this titanic game. Twisted Minds have zoned out King Kong and the rest of Onic. And
oh! Astaga!
Time this season, the god and the
Astaga, bro.
not with the spear of destruction, but the steep spear.
Wah, man.
Destiny in his hand.
How many times are you allowed to do that?
Aduh.
Kelra, come on!
This is not fair.
Man, ini
Twisted
game
Minds.
terbaik ya, salah satu game terbaik yang pernah gue tonton, gila.
One play from Kelra time and time again from the international stage. We bring it back to
Astaga.
Everyone's alive now. This is going to be a bit of an even fight, but look at the pressure. Look at the control that Onic now has.
What are plot twists?
Bisa guys.
Gods decide fate and destiny. The power in the palm of their hand. Victory set in their eyes. Lancewood's gonna get caught out here by King Kong. Kelra in the mid. The Lord getting ruled down quickly by Twisted Minds. Brusco with the glorious pathway. Kaloy gets stunned. Kaloy gets taken out. But he gets to AOG on out of there. He still has immortality. King Kong with the off angle.
Bisa guys, santai. Aduh.
With a heavy spell.
Aduh.
And the turnaround is real as Brusco falls. Kirk will fall as well. Double kill for Sean. This story in this legendary game, it's not over yet.
Oh my god, the battle of the families, man. Lansu on the Arlet. You thought the game was over. One spear. But all it came down to was one slash from Lansu to halt this game and
wah,
go
Brusco
back to
30 detik lagi, gila.
So bad for Twisted. And they hit the reset
Bisa
button.
ya?
It's now a free
Krik
V5.
juga.
And they're walking in. This is their nth time. Gods are
Enggak,
bleeding
bisa,
already.
masih ada
Will they
Barca.
end it
Masih
here?
ada Barca.
Lansu with a flicker and the stun onto King Kong.
King Kong, aman. Mau digas kah, Kelra? Jangan.
The wave clear of Onic is too damn good, and they clear too damn
Jadi King
fast
Kong.
for Twisted
Oke, Brusco
Minds.
hidup lagi. Brusco krik. Hidup lagi, guys.
Wave in mid though. Feathered airstrike.
Feathered airstrike already committed,
Aduh.
but it looks like Twisted Minds are not healthy enough to fight into it. The minion waves in the
Wah,
side lanes
Super
too much
Prince.
as well.
GG sih.
Reset again.
How many resets do we need?
Glorious pathway, Nausea's gonna get caught out. He has his ultimate sent with a heavy spin traction pulse to give space.
Mau digas kah?
Twisted do not want to give up what could be an unforgettable win in their hands.
Yeah, those minions are on the base. They
Top lane.
have to clear
Top lane,
it.
look at Super Prince.
Clear it up. Super Prince walking it up on top, trying to get something happening. But that's a no-go here. Twisted do spot it out, but this time it's an Onic Lord.
Yeah.
Or will it be?
They're not even sure.
Yeah,
They're not even sure because they can't see Sensui.
Yeah, they don't have the information yet on this Akai.
Yeah,
One
guys,
red
please,
shade
guys.
to decide this potentially, but the top lane minion wave for Onic
That's big.
needs to be dealt with by Twisted.
Absolutely monstrous here. Now it is going to be a coin toss here on this Lord. They're trying to leash it as much as they can.
They're playing it slow. Sean cannot show himself, but he has to at some point. Sensui and Lantu has to bring in the miracle here for Twisted Minds.
Kimi di atas, guys. Gas aja.
Fizz gets knocked up.
Mau
Thornbrook's
digas.
already committed there. Kelra
Reset, what?
far,
Sean is
reset
cutting
close
it.
enough.
Reset,
Sean
guys,
coming
yeah.
in. Kaloy takes a lot of damage. The taunt onto Super Prince. Super Prince
Oh.
gets taken out, but he gets to flicker out. He still survives. Lansu with the final
Aduh.
slash. He finds Kelra Sensui's.
Aduh, hati-hati Kelra. Super Prince di posisi. Oke, nice. Aduh. Oke. Aduh, Harifnya, bro. Oke, Kelra.
Winning this little by little. Sean with a kill onto Kirk. Brusco gets taken out as well. And Twisted might have finally completed the plot twist.
It's Super Friends and Kelra once again. They will have to defend. Lanza goes back after pulling out a miracle slash once again. He doesn't even die for it. Immortality with a Winter Crown purchase. And now Twisted Minds for the end time in the game. They will push
This should be the game that puts Lansu
Ah.
in the eyes of the global audience as an EXP laner to watch out for.
Kelra, he's trying to look for something on the top lane. But there is a cover up from
he needs to go
Twisted
back.
Minds.
Mundur guys, mundur guys.
Prince, King Kong, and Kelra
Oke,
will be the
King
ones
Kong
to
7
defend.
detik lagi.
35 though, King Kong's alive.
Kirk and Brusco are cutting it too close.
Yeah, this Lord is going to be no joke. This is going to be hard to take here.
And so he gets all tossed out. Kaloy uses the AOG. Twisted Minds are they just going to throw bodies. Only one
Jati.
minion again with the stun. Twisted Minds are trying to lock down the turret. Lock! Tower locked! And plot twist completed!
Onic Philippines had an ample of chance. But what do you have against 9 lives? And a twist from Twisted Minds.
They said if gods can bleed, then gods can fall. It's Twisted Minds with a 2-1.
Welcome to Saturday Night Filipino MLBB, baby! Banger delivered. Win earned.
Oke guys.
Name cemented. Twisted with the win.
GG.
To land to man, oh man. He's